Randall Carroll, the star of the summer. I'm hearing your name a lot this summer as someone who's kind of turned the corner a little bit. Personally, what does that mean to you? To hear that people are talking about you, not just as you're catching the ball or becoming a good receiver, that you're, becoming a guy, a playmaker.
It actually means a lot to me because it's finally, my change is getting noticed. At first, I was kind of rocky here and there, not knowing where I wanted to go in life. But now, I finally turned the corner with the help of Coach Johnson and Rick Neuheisel really being on me about things. So, with their help, I've turned the corner and, it's been progressive. So stay on the same track.
When you talk about turning the corner, what does that mean to you? What does it mean do you feel like a different person? Is it your actions or is it your mentality?
I would say my mentality then it would relate to my actions.
Okay. Because
since my mentality changed, my actions follow. So I haven't been doing, crazy stuff that I usually do. Being a wild child, as everybody knows me to be. So I've matured a lot. Cut out a lot of what I was doing, and now I'm going on a good path.
Yeah.
So it's looking good right now.
You talk about focus and that idea of changing who you are, leading to the changing of your actions and all that kind of stuff. And you mentioned Coach Johnson and Coach Neuheisel. Specifically Coach Johnson, he's a guy from LA, he's a guy who played wide receiver, all that kind of stuff. What has he taught you, not about the position, I don't care about that, we'll get into that, but more about being a college football player and carrying yourself that way and all that kind of stuff?
He just teaches you a lot how to be a man, how to mature, especially him coming from the same background, kind of, similar to me. He relates to my story, and he understands of, what a LA kid wants to do, and you come to college, all your friends back at home really aren't in college.
Yep.
So you can't hang around the same crowd. You have to break away, even though you want to be there, and they're going to talk about you and whatever, but you have to make the change and break away because you're doing something positive, and maybe you can come back later and help the people that, you left behind.
When you think about that change and all that kind of stuff, it's a weird question, but how proud of yourself are you? Right now, I know that's something that you're probably not asked very often, but that's something that's important, is to get that pride and get that, not confidence, but pride.
I'm very proud of myself because at first, it was just a thought in my head to change. And, no one saw a change in me, but I was, trying constantly every day. Trying to wake up in the morning as a fresh day, new attitude, and now it's finally getting noticed. So it's like all my work I've been doing is finally getting noticed, and now I'm happy that it's being noticed now because at first it wasn't.
Yeah.
And when you think you're changing and everyone is not noticing it and saying you're not, you kind of start to fall back into the slump.
For sure.
So now that everyone notices, it keeps me on the right path.
Yeah.
So
speaking about being on the right path, you're a wide receiver. It's all about pass. It's all about going downfield and all that kind of stuff. How has this changed your football? How do you feel like you're a better football player? You're talking about being a better man, about being a better, student, all that kind of stuff. How has your football changed?
My football changed because my work ethic has just went through the roof. Like with the mentality change and cutting out a lot what I used to do, like all the partying and stuff. I have more time to focus, watch film, do other things, and talk to my coaches. So now, I was working out 3 times a day, like most of the summer.
Yeah.
So everything has been getting better. I've been concentrating better on the field, learning a lot from a lot of different people. So everything has been good.
At this point, people are expecting you to make this leap and all that kind of stuff. Well, you're somewhat of an unknown quantity. You had a couple good games last season, but you're really trying to make a name for yourself now. Is it about baby steps? Is it about saying I want to get this much better and then this much better, or are you looking to say, hey, I'm going to make my name known from the get?
Yeah, I'm trying to make my name known from the get because I don't want to be known as the has-been because I was praised and everything coming out of high school, and then I kind of went under. No one really heard of me. Then I kind of came out a little bit last year, a few games, and so this year I'm just trying to make a name for myself and just come out big, out the gates hard. So
yeah.
And hopefully with my hard work and everything through camp, everything will happen for me. First game against Houston.
Is there a feeling? I get the sense from you, dealing with some helicopter issues, but I get the sense from you that with the new coaching staff, with a new pair of fresh eyes from Coach Johnson, that a lot of guys kind of feel like, hey, I can show them what I can do now, or all those preconceived ideas, or all those a position being set in stone and all that kind of stuff. There seems to be the thought that pause. All right, to deal with this with Damian Holmes, we're gonna get through this. There seems to be a thought that, like, I can come and take this. It's up to me to come and take this position or take this time or take this, these catches. Is that kind of how you feel? Like you're really opening eyes, but they're new eyes, so it's different.
I do feel that way in a sense, and then plus Coach Neuheisel came in during our spring, before we came to spring, telling us that no one had a spot anymore set in stone, and since everything's changing with new coaches, everything is up for grabs. So I feel like I can just come in and take something now. As prior, with Coach Chow, things were kind of mediocre and just stayed the same, and we weren't really making much changes. And now with Coach Johnson and the new attitude of Coach Neuheisel, I feel like everything is open. Like if you make plays and step up, then they'll hand you something if you work for it.
Yeah. You having more fun?
Yeah, I'm having a lot more fun.
Good. Randall Carroll, OC. Must follow on Twitter. UCLA wide receiver.